I'm not gonna lie, maybe some people that's not gonna like what I have to say today, but it is what it is. The topic of discussion today is taking accountability. You know what I mean? It's your fault. Everything is your fault. From your financial problems, whether it's good, bad, you know what I mean? It don't matter what it is. From the person that you dealing with or you've dealt with, your baby father, your baby mother, whatever the case may be, it's your fault. And I feel like today we living in a world where it's so easy to blame somebody else or ask the question of why. You know what I'm saying? Why me? Why do I have to go through this? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong is actually the question that you need to be asking yourself. The decisions that you're making, the people that you choose to deal with, the people that you choose to have around you in your space. Now, usually I know I come on here and I talk about certain things like, YouTube content strategies and growth and things like that. But today I really want to take the time out and talk about life. And like I always say, I always speak on things that resonates with me or, things that I've been through. Things that I feel like I could talk about because I actually been through it. And honestly speaking, this video is not just for y'all, it's also for me as well because I am one of them people as well that asks myself why. And as a man, one of the things that I understand the most is that the only person you could blame is yourself. You know what I mean? It's nobody else's fault. Every decision that I made in my life it comes from a decision that I made. You know what I mean? I understand there's certain things in life that's uncontrollable and things happen or whatever the case may be, but for the most part, us as people are in control of our own life, our own decision. We choose to deal with certain people. You know what I mean? We choose to make certain decisions. We choose to do what it is we want to do as not only people, but as, just adults in general. And a lot of times we go to that question of why me? You know what I mean? And the reason why comes from the decisions that we make. So moving forward, I just had to, really think to myself and understand that if I want a better life for myself, I have to start making better decisions. And that comes from the people that I deal with. It comes from, the goals that I set in place. It comes from how I decide to raise my child. Because all these things that is around me, all these things that I can honestly say that at the moment I can control is gonna eventually turn into something where I feel like if I don't play my cards right or if we don't play our cards right, it's gonna be a situation where it's like, why? And I don't ever want to get into that space of why. I want to be able to plant certain seeds and later on be like, yes, I know I made the right decision. You know what I mean? Instead of, asking myself why or where did I did wrong, when my child get older and God forbid, things is not working out. I want to be like, I'm glad I made a decision to step up and be a dad and, not tolerate certain things and not accept certain things that, my child may do and get on them immediately to prevent certain things from happening. That way, in the future, I could be like, yes, I'm glad I made that decision. Or, when it comes to dealing with somebody, I won't have to ask myself why. I could be like, yes, I'm glad I made that decision to take this person serious. You know what I mean? I'm glad I took my time. I didn't just jump into a relationship without knowing who this person really is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just, you know, sleep with this person and have a baby with this person without understanding, you know, what's her mindset like? Who's her family? You know? Who is this person that I'm about to lay down with and potentially create a family with? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person later on down the line that's asking myself why, because she put me on child support and we going through all these crazy situations. I want to be like, yes, I'm glad I decided to take this person serious, and I decided to take my time before I just jumped into something that I wasn't sure about. And I feel like a lot of times that be the problem. People be jumping into these situations without taking their time. It be so nice and fun at the moment. Then when things get real, people is like, what happened? You know what I mean? I want to be the type of person that be like, yes, I'm glad I took the time out to take my craft serious and build my YouTube channel up to a place where I could be like, I'm glad I took my time to understand what it is I have to do, the analytics, the, you know, who's the people I'm talking to and things like that. That way, later on, I won't have to be like, why? Why did I buy all this equipment? You feel me? Why did I, you know, waste my time? You know what I mean? Why did I do this? And all of this come from it. All I'm saying is all of the things that I'm saying is coming from a place of just taking accountability. Everything we do is our fault. It's nobody else's fault. We are in control of our own destiny. Nobody else. So if you haven't taken anything away from this video, take away this. Moving forward, everything you do is your fault. It's nobody else's fault. You decided to make a certain decision. And it don't even necessarily need to be just bad. You know what I mean? It can also be good as well. You know what I mean? The fact that you know, took the time out, worked on your craft, got your, you know, channel monetized, that's your fault too. Because you decided to take that step and get to where it is you need to be, or whatever success that you have in life. The same way the success that you have in your life comes from the decisions that you make, and you would take, you know, account for that, is also the same way you would have to take accountability for the things that's not so good. You know what I mean? Because everything is our fault. So with that being said, I just want to take the time out to say thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I just had to get this off my chest. There's gonna be videos that I make like this because a lot of times I be in my mind and I be thinking, and I'm sometimes one of them people that asks myself why. And a lot of times how I get over asking myself why is me understanding that it's me. I have to take accountability. I have to understand what it is I did was maybe wrong, or I should have made a better decision. And moving forward, instead of making them wrong decisions, I know how to moving forward. Or even when I do something good, you know what I mean? Even when I do something good, I have to be like, you know what? You did good, let's elevate. Take what you did, that's good, and let's build to that and keep this thing going. If y'all don't know so already, I go by the name of Stash Cash, and if you still here, I definitely appreciate you for watching. If you ain't do so already, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all on the next video.